What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jayana, a licensed esthetician and professional makeup artist. So today I am coming to y'all to provide y'all with a holiday glam. Ooh, I am so excited for this tutorial because let me tell you something. I love a soft glam. I do. I love a soft glam. I love the pink blush trend. I love the highlighted brightened eye. Like, I love it all. But I also love full glam. And if you love full glam, if you love color, if you love glitter, if you love pigments, this is the tutorial for you. So that's what we're doing today. Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't done my makeup in a long time because I have been posting a lot of client tutorials and doing some clientele, and also like just practicing on like my mannequin or practicing on family and friends. But I haven't sat down and done my makeup, so I'm gonna show y'all the entire process, and we're gonna go all the way from skin prep to lip application. We're gonna do it all. So get you pen and paper for some notes, get your makeup out, turn your favorite TV show on, or you know, watch me, of course. Pop you on some music, I don't know. Get yourself comfortable, get a snack and get a drink, because this is going to be one amazing holiday glam. So keep on watching. Alrighty, so I got my little festive shirt on. This is the closest to red that I have. I also have black, but I'm always wearing black. But we're gonna do skin prep. We're gonna do some skin prepping. So skin prepping is so important if you want a longer lasting makeup application, if you want a smoother application, if you don't want any dry flaky skin, any oils or shine coming through, which that's more depending on your powder or primer, but we'll talk about that later. But skin prep is good for all skin types. You want to make sure that your skin is prepared with all the ingredients that's fit for your skin type before you put this makeup on top of it. And also too, skin prep I think can also include a primer. Now some people will tell you that primers don't work. There's no need for a primer. I just don't agree with that. I think primers adds just a little extra, you know, especially like a gripping primer or a primer that specifies doing shine control or oil control, something that's gonna mattify or blur out any pores or smooth out your skin a little bit more. I think it works. You know, I feel like if it didn't work, primers wouldn't have been existing in the first place. But you figure out what's good for you. If you have a problem on your skin that your skin prep can't take care of, then a primer might be good for you. So yeah, so for one that says that primers don't do anything, I just don't agree to that. But we're gonna do skin prep first. So the first thing I do when it comes to skin prepping is I'm going to cleanse my skin using some micellar water. Now, I'm doing this the way that I would prep a client. Typically, if I was doing makeup on myself, I would already did my skincare routine. And this is typically what you would do too if you only do makeup on yourself. So you got your cleanser, your toner, your moisturizer, and your SPF. But whenever I'm doing my clients, I just do cleanse, tone, moisturize, eye cream, and a lip mask. And the reason why I don't do SPF is because all of those products typically are made within the same ingredients, such as hyaluronic acid is a big ingredient in the products that I'm using today. And sometimes with sunscreen, it can be a little sensitive for your clients. I really don't know of a sunscreen that is good for all skin types. That's why I try to stay away from that area. And sometimes too, with certain sunscreens, it can make the skin slippery, causing a reaction with the makeup. So that's why you probably don't see a lot of professionals use SPF. So I am using micellar water from Garnier, yeah. This is the one with vitamin C, so it's gonna cleanse and also give me a tiny bit of glow. So I'm just gonna saturize. Oh Lord, it's going crazy. Need some more. Saturize my cotton pad here, and we're just gonna cleanse the skin. All right, so your face is still a little moisturized, so let it settle in just a little bit. To speed up this process, you might want to use a little miniature fan to just dry this down a tad bit more before you go in with your toner. All right, next we're gonna do some toner. So I love using this Rosy Glow Rose Water toner that I got off Amazon. It was $10. First off, I just love the container that it's in. I love this little aluminum top. So this is just rose water. with hyaluronic acid in it. So along with the Garnier vitamin C cleanser, it gave me a little glow. This also is going to give me a little glow, but also soothe my skin, calm it down, and also add some hydration into it. So also let that dry down a little bit more before you go on with your next product. This is what is going to help you whenever you get ready to put on your foundation and all your other products. Letting each product settle into the skin a little bit more and just letting it dry down, because if you go in and just top each layer of product onto your face, it's all just going to mix in together and it's just not going to layer right, you know. I always say this, one function of our skin is absorption. Okay, it absorbs these products, especially if it's a product that's good for your skin type. So give it time. Now we're gonna move on to some moisturizer. This is an OG. This is the Embryollisse cream. So many makeup artists use this cream. It was so many makeup artists that I look up to that I was like, what is this cream that they're using? Like, what's so good about it? I bought it and I figured out what's so good about it. So this is a multi-functioning cream that also could be used as a moisturizer. It could be used as a mask. It can be used as a primer. I'm gonna take just a little bit. That's enough. You may think, oh, it's not. It's thick. And we're gonna rub this all over the face, especially in the places that are super dry for me. See, I'm gonna get a little bit more. When it gets cold, my skin just start acting funny. I start flaking up. I get dry, especially around the tip, on my tip of the nose, around my mouth, my hands, which have eczema on it, which they're doing a whole lot better. I just need to stop scratching it like a psychopath. But if you have eczema, you understand. But this cream has really helped me during this cold season. Also too, if you ever find yourself being a little bit too dry, you can lather this onto your face in a really thick application. Leave it on until it turns clear and then rub it in. You'll see how soft your face feels. That's the multifunctional part about this product. It can be used as a mask, basically like a leave-on mask. And you also can mix this in with any foundations or concealers, cream, liquid products that you have if you want to make it a little bit more moisturizing. But notice how, oh, it just brought everything back to life. You see it? So pretty, and it feels so good. Now moving on to some eye cream. This is something new that I'm actually doing, because I was like, do I need to do eye cream? And I was like, man, one thing about doing makeup, and I think the cool thing about also being an esthetician, is the fact that trying out all these skincare things, trying out all these skincare products, learning about the ingredients, learning about the reaction of the ingredients, learning about which ingredients are good for skin types. It's just like the super cool thing, because skin prep is my favorite thing when it comes to doing your makeup. If your skin is right, and I always say, if you look like a glazed donut at the end, you did it right. You did it right. So I'm taking this e.l.f. eye cream. Now this is just an eye cream for like moisture, adding hyaluronic acid to your under eye area. It has a little bit of peptides in it as well. Will this help with dark circles? No. You need something a little bit stronger, like something with more caffeine in it, possibly. Or swelling too. If you have bags and dark circles, you need a more potent eye cream. This eye cream is just meant for some moisturizing under the eyes. And you'll notice how your concealers will apply much more smoother by incorporating the eye cream into your look. So this is e.l.f.'s Holy Hydration Eye Cream. And you only need a little bit, and I'm strictly keeping it under the eyes. And we're just rubbing that in. The eye area under here is one of the thinnest areas on your face. The skin is so thin, so you have to be very careful with it. Don't be too rough in this area. And you also can take it onto the lid space as well, because all this is your eye area, and that needs moisture too. So I start incorporating this because I just love the luxury of skin prepping, and I want you, and I love touching the face, and I love that they're sitting there doing that, like about to fall asleep whenever I'm doing it, because I know it feels good to have, you know, human touch. The last step of the skin prepping is this lip mask that I got from Ulta yesterday. It is their Holy Hydration lip mask that also has hyaluronic acid, but also has squalene in it. And it has castor seed oil in it. Also, it looks like this. Very, very cute. I've been using it. I'm gonna take that and just put it on the lips and look at it. I mean, I just started using this last night. I put it on my lips overnight, woke up, and it still was on my lips. I love a lip mask. Love a lip mask. All right, y'all, so that is it for skin prep. And so now I'm gonna let all this settle into the skin a little bit more before I go in and show y'all what's the next step I'm gonna do. We're gonna prep the brows. What I'm gonna do first is take some translucent powder here. And I'm using Laura Mercier's powder in the shade Translucent Honey. And taking on just a small eyeshadow brush. This is one from Morphe. It is an M518 brush, if you want to know. And we're just gonna powder the brows down because all that skin prepping, we got some products in the brows. And you want to make sure that your brows are mattified so that the product that you use, whether it is a pencil, pomade, or a powder, glides onto those brows easier. Take a powder puff, or you can take a dry sponge and you can press the powder into your brows, but this works just as fine too. What I'm going to do is now take my brow gel, my clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the miniature one. I always get miniature products, makeup products, because I don't see the point of buying big ones. I don't do my makeup as much, and I don't, if I had a large clientele, I would get bigger sizes. But the travel sizes last a long time too, and it's more cost efficient. So taking that gel and I'm just working it through the brows. So I go in one direction of growth and then I go against the growth just to make sure that the brows are saturated just enough. This is just gonna help me ensure that all my hairs are laid down, and also too, that my brow is gonna last for as long as I need them to last. I'm gonna let that dry. If you have a miniature fan, go ahead and put your hand on your face and let your brows dry. But I'll be right back to do the prepping for the shadows. What I'm gonna do to prep my eye space is use some concealer, and I'm using the LA Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn and in the shade Medium Beige. And I just mix those two together to carve out the bottom of my brows. With doing this section with doing this technique right here, it's okay to connect those two lines. This is going to help with trying to make your brows as even as possible, especially in that front area of the brows. Outlining it, I do think, helps you fill out the brow a whole lot better. It's just like, you know, when we were learning in school, trying to figure out how to write our letters, we would trace that letter on the, you know, pieces of paper that got printed out and handed to us, or we had those notebooks that you trace out the letters that help you learn how to write that letter eventually. So we're gonna trace the bottom of our brows, and it does help whenever you're doing this step to use a flat ended brush. Especially using the edges of it like that, just to give you more of a precise line. All right, so next what we're gonna do is blend this out. A smaller brush to try to hit those lines right there. I am going to take that same translucent powder that I use for the brows, and I'm gonna use that to set this eye area. This is just going to help with keeping this concealer in the spot that I want it to be in. It's not gonna move. It does help to give you more of that soft effect, even though I am doing a full glam, but I don't want this concealer to move. And I just find it a little bit easier to do my shadows whenever I go ahead and set the concealer on the eyes. All right, so for shadows, so I have this soft glam look in mind, you know, soft eyeshadow look, but I am gonna vamp it up a little bit by incorporating some pigment and some colorful eyeliner. So the palette that I chose to use today was the Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. I haven't used this palette in a long time. Also, my mama stole this palette. It's a few palettes I'm missing, mama. Okay, this was one of them. I was like, where's my palette? Yeah, so I'm gonna take this shade right here called Kano, and we're gonna use that as a transition shade. Always stamp first before I blend out, just to put it in the direction that I want. And I'm looking down at my mirror here. Also make sure, because I didn't hit those inner corners, make sure that's blended out. I was looking for my smaller brush to blend out my concealer, but you gotta do what it do, babes. So again, tapping motions. All right, so I think I have tapped the shadow in enough that you can actually see it. So now I'm gonna blend it out. And notice too how I was tapping it into the direction of here on the bridge of the nose, or this bone right here to the nose. And also when I blend, I'm gonna blend into the brow. It's just, I feel like I repeat myself so much, but it's true. It looks pretty. It looks airbrushed. It just looks, everything flows well together when you just bring in that shadow into the center of your face. And also when you blending it out on the outskirts of your face, or this way. Just to blend out those areas, especially around it. This is a very pretty brown too. I always forget about this one. You can tell it's kind of got yellow pigments in it too. Maybe a little orange, because it is very pretty. We're gonna deepen it up just a little bit on the outer edges and into that crease. So what I'm gonna do is get another brush. That brush I had used earlier to blend out concealer under the eyebrows, I'm gonna use that again, because I have a brush cleaner right here that it just takes away that product. So I'm gonna take this little pencil brush, and what I'm gonna do is take this shade Mino right here. Oops, sorry. Right there. Tap it in, tap out the excess. We're gonna stamp that into that outer corner here and bring it up into the crease. And I'm just gonna tap for now. And then I'm gonna go back in with that N518 brush. Ooh, maybe that's a little bit too much, but that's okay. We're just gonna bring it inwards a little bit. But I'm gonna take that M518 brush. Ooh. And blend this out. Eyelid spaces. A hooded eyelid space. So I have to bring it up a little bit more so that you can see it. So I'm taking that M518 brush that I just used for the brown shade, taking just a little bit more on the brush, and we're gonna blend around the edges of this deeper shade. So I kind of have to hold my lashes down sometimes. They're pretty long. I don't know if y'all can see, but they're pretty long. They get in the way that I can barely see what I'm doing sometimes. And also too, this helps for me to stretch my eye out so I can see what I done blended. But I have to, you know, put them lashes down sometimes. This is actually pretty. I'm gonna bring in the brown just a tad bit more. I took a clean brush, which I figured I was gonna have to do that anyway, and mixed in actually that deep brown. It's kind of black, but it's not really black shade. And then that light brown shade, the first shade that I used, mix those together a little bit on this other brush, and that helped me out a lot. And you can see, especially right here in this area, that by doing that, it incorporates those colors to kind of create another color, but it also gave you this ombre effect and gradient feel. But I am bringing back in the brown just a little bit because it kind of did go away a little bit. And also by incorporating it back in, it's ensuring that all these shades are blended very well together. So now what I'm gonna do is take this flat concealer brush that I use to carve out the brows, take the concealer that is left on my plate here, and I am going to, I think I'm gonna do a cut crease. I haven't done a cut crease in a long time, so I'm actually gonna not try to knock my camera down, but I'm gonna be quiet for this one because I just want it to be perfect. Alrighty, I did it. I did it. Now I'm gonna take a small eyeshadow brush and blend out that concealer. I just tap that in some. Alright, I think it's blended out as well as it's gonna get blended out. And so now what I'm gonna do is take those two shades that's on my eyes currently, and we are going to close this gap right here some by using both of the shades and just blending that out some, so you won't see that harsh line that I made by cutting the crease. Also too, this brush I'm using came from Five Below, and that black brush, the black brushes I've been using with, you know, the silver and black, this is just a pack that came from Amazon. I think it's good. Like I said, we're not going to spend too much time on this. All right, so I'm actually going to do this shade a Hosi. That gold plate against this. Oh God, let me go back. Sorry, that shade right there, because it's definitely not white. It's more of a nude shade, and I'm gonna put that on the lid. Crease is more like a soft one. Yeah, this is always just a perfect nude shade whenever I want a look such as this one. All right, turn the brightness down so y'all can see the eyes. How we looking? I think we're looking good. All right, so now we're gonna step this up a little bit. We're gonna be a little advanced here, all right? I gotta find me a brush. I gotta find me an angled brush. I'm gonna use my continuous setting mist from Morphe. And these are some water liners, or water activated colorful liners that I got from Beats by Deb and Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna spray this Morphe Jumbo Continuous Prep and Set Mist spray in the gold can. We will be using her later. And then I'm gonna take a small angle brush such as this one. I'm trying to make sure it was clean. I was like, hold on. And I am gonna take this red shade here, and we're gonna do a wing liner. Now, I've talked through y'all through some of my wing liners, but for this one, I can't talk to you. It's colorful. I don't want to mess it up. I was about to cry. It kind of looked like I got blood. We're definitely wiping that away because that looked crazy. I was like, I am crying red tears. They're as even as I'm gonna get them, and I kind of did that one faster. For some reason, I don't know why I never start at the same angle on them. Like this one always is like this, and this one is like that. But it's okay. That's the wing liner, y'all. I decided to do red because we're gonna be festive. So what I'm going to do is let that dry. I'm actually gonna pop my lashes on off camera. And the lashes that I'm using today are these the new natural effortless minimal look lashes from Kiss in the shade Pearl Earring. I usually use Nude Blazer, but I bought these from Ulta and I wanted to try them. So I'm gonna do this off camera and then we're gonna come back and do the face. All right, y'all. So once I was editing this video, I realized we're at the 28-30 minute mark. And if I would have added on the foundation routine, that just would have been like a whole hour video. And I didn't want to upload an hour video. So what I'm going to do is break down this video into two parts. So what you're seeing is the first part of the first half of the eyeshadow. And as you see in this picture, I did a little bit more of the eyes. So stay tuned for that. And then in part two, I'm also going to show y'all how I completed the face as well. So stay tuned for that. If you watched this far, thank you so much for watching. As usual, y'all. I really have appreciated everyone's support throughout this entire year. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click that in the bell so that you're notified of my next upload. Give this video a big thumbs up, and as usual, leave a comment down below. Check out the description box so far for what I did for skin prep, eyebrow prep, eyeshadow prep, and the eyeshadow palettes and other things that I used on my eyes. So check out that description box. Thank y'all so much for watching. If I don't upload, I'm gonna try to upload at least before December ends. I hope y'all have a great holiday, and I will see y'all in the next tutorial. Thank y'all.